Coach Eric Moore, visiting with him now, and it seems like 1999, your first year as Center Grove head coach. Is that like eons ago to you?
3 kids ago. It's been a quick 17, 18 years. Really, honestly, it feels like I've been here 4 or 5 years. Really, things changed so much. The community's changed so much. I think if it was the same school setting with the same number of kids and same activities, maybe it feels like it's been there a long time, but everything is happening so fast. Really, the thing that really got us rolling was going to the state championship the second year in 2000. I think the expectation level went up, but the energy level went up, and the talent level, said, hey, we can do this. I guess the confidence has probably been the biggest thing, and it's sort of rolled into the other sports in the school too. The women's sports do such a great job, and our other athletic teams are so good. I'm the track coach. We won the state championship in track in 2011. It's just we feel like we can compete now, and for whatever reason they didn't, but we can.
It's certainly the kind of community support that you get in Johnson County and outside of Johnson County is phenomenal, but how have you changed as a coach over the years?
Well, like all of us, we get a little older. We take a little more time to think about things. We're a little more patient. We can't step on all the ants. Can't solve every problem. And I don't know if I've changed as much as kids have changed. And the way people raise kids have changed. And the world has changed. Since 9/11, it's been a different kind of world for everybody to live in. I think that's probably the biggest factor is the way the kids have changed and coaching them in a different aspect. But one thing that's not changed is trying to teach kids how to be tough.
Right.
Work ethic and toughness in football, you have to have it. There's no one in this room there whose kids aren't tough.
I know you've probably been asked this question 100 million times, but when we go back to 2008 against Carmel with that phenomenal comeback, how many times have you replayed that in your head?
Well, obviously the closer to 2008, the more you thought about it. And, getting to last year's undefeated season, it wipes a lot of those memories, puts them back in another storage compartment. Doesn't wipe them away, but this sets them on back because now you had an undefeated team that won the state. Now coming back again, now you're thinking about these kids and their lives. But honestly, it just showed and proved the work ethic and just kids never giving up, and that's always something you can draw back on. That was a great team. We were a great team, and it ended in a way where games usually don't end like that.
And you would think about that being 8 or 9 years ago. Some of your kids were about 8 or 9 years old at that time. Have they ever seen that?
Oh, absolutely, and we show that at times in different aspects like summer camps and stuff like that. I do clinics a lot and show that as special teams plays. That, hey, anything can happen. You got to practice this. You got to practice that. But like I've told other people, my football team last year and this year were second and third graders when the 2008 team and all that happened, and they were in the stands. And I'm seeing pictures of them now from their moms will send me, hey, this is Joey when he was in second grade at the 2008 game, and hugging Jordan Llewellyn or someone who was a great player in the game. So, like anybody in this room whose teams have had success and they can link great teams that link, together, they all link together somewhere. And that's what's fun about it. It's not just one great year and you never happened again. It's the 4 or 5 great years. We lost 6 semi-states, I think. I was feeling pretty humbled there for about 5 straight years. But again, you're getting to that game, and that's the semi-state. Getting the semi-state's a tough job.
The success of the Center Grove football program and all athletics at Center Grove, you have to go dig deep into the young people, the peewees, and the organization that it takes to get that done. That's key, isn't it?
Well, there's 2 things. I think obviously the grassroots of football, the grassroots of our Bantam program and what it does is huge. At any given Saturday, I go down there every Saturday during the season, and I can watch the future wingbacks and future quarterbacks, and they're running my offense and doing things that we do. With that, I think in 1996 or 5, when John Zwitt moved moved our school towards the mid-conference.
Right.
Playing great teams will make you better. If you can survive the wars and the battles, will make you better. And unfortunately, we've had to play these same great teams twice now, which you never think about that as you go into the tournament. We end our season with a great Cathedral team, and then have to play a great Columbus North team, and a great Warren Central team, and a great Ben Davis team, and now we get Carmel.
That's right. Final thing, Coach, is the fact that you can't talk enough about the tremendous relationship between the Colts and the IHSA to give you the privilege of playing in such a great venue.
Oh, not only here, but during the regular season when they host the games they do, I think that's tremendous for those young kids to get a chance to be inside a football facility they see on television. Can't thank the Indianapolis Colts and Lucas Oil Stadium enough for presenting the 6 classification championships. It's a lot of work for people like you and all the media people and the Colts and Mr. Fox, who's trying to figure out how to put an NFL game on Thursday and a high school championship on Friday. That's